So today we're looking at this. It's the DOSS. I don't even know. I better go get my notes, eh? Ah. Do you know, I think I broke my toe. Oh, it's killing me. Right, this is called the DOSS SoundBox XL, okay? They approached me and asked me if I'd like to review this product. Well, yeah, why not? I didn't really look into the product at all at the time. So they sent it to me. I took it out of the box. The box is nothing special, it's fairly straightforward. Switched it on, started playing music. It was on a fairly low volume at the time when I first started listening to it, and I thought, yeah, it sounds alright. I had the volume up a little bit louder. Hold on a minute, that sounds a bit better. Got to about 50% volume and I was like, what? I'd say the sweet spot is like 50% to about 75%, maybe 80% volume. It just comes to life. It really does sound ridiculously good for the price. You look at it, you don't think, hold on, this is a real premium speaker. But the moment you turn this on and listen to the sound, whoa, you're going to be blown away, guys. You really are. So like I say, if you're looking for a speaker under $100 that sounds really, really good, check this out. First impressions were, it looks alright. It's got an aluminium front grille. It's got a nice brushed metal detail on the top. I'll tell you something I do really like about the design of this is the buttons. They're like PlayStation controller buttons, really responsive and tactile. And the power button's concaved, so you know which one's the power button if you're reaching for the speaker with your eyes shut or in a dark room. Yeah, so aluminium grille on the front, rubber feet on the bottom. Round the back you've got a micro SD card slot, you've got an auxiliary in if you want to make a wired connection, and it charges off 12 volts. So unfortunately there's no micro USB charging, which I kind of like on Bluetooth speakers. This one I did recently, that's got micro USB charging, but usually with the larger speakers like this one, you do have to charge with like a mains power adapter. I've got the 3-pin adapter, but there's also a 2-pin adapter there as well. Now, if you're not in the UK, you'd obviously use the 2-pin adapter and it just clicks straight in, no problems at all. Ideally you want micro USB, but it's not the end of the world, and also you get a 2.5 amp charge that's going to charge quicker. It took me just over 2.5 hours to fully charge this. Now let's talk battery life. Firstly, they say it's got 10 hours. Now it might have 10 hours if you've got it at about 30%, 40% volume. At 50% I had about 8.5 hours, give or take. And at full volume I got 5.5 hours. The drivers in this are actually the same drivers. It looks almost identical inside to a Sony SRS X77, which is about a £250 speaker. So whether or not it's exactly the same hardware, it could well be, but the tuning on it is massively different. I think the Sony was a bit louder, but the bass, this would blow it out the water on the bass for sure. It goes down to as low as 40 Hertz. It's got a massive frequency range on the bass, and it sounds really, really, really clear. They have just tuned this like a bloody F1 race car, I'm not joking. I wanted to pull the grill off and have a look at the drivers, because I believe there's 5 drivers in total, 2 passive ones down the bottom, a subwoofer in the middle, and then 2 main drivers either side. But I don't want to touch it because it's not rattling for me, so I don't want to cause any problems. But some people did say there was a bit of a rattle. But they've just popped that grill off and they use it without the grill, and apparently it sounds a little bit better, but I'm leaving mine where it is. So I just turn this on. So that's the on, and then you'll hear it pair with my phone. That's the pairing sound. When you turn it off, it's this. And that's pretty much all you get for audio notifications, which isn't too bad. Yeah, on the top there you've got a mode button, and that's just currently on micro SD. It's just the light glows white, and if I press it, it switches back to Bluetooth. and instantly pairs. It pairs so quickly actually, really good. It's Bluetooth 4. Oh, and the range on this, fantastic, really good range. I've actually got a card in here. Oh, because I wanted to see if it played looseless files, and it does. I've got Dire Straits on here, just to see. I just wanted to see what the sound quality was like from the micro SD card. It's really good. So I then got out some more expensive speakers like this one. I think this is about 250 quid. It's the Edifier MP700. So I did a sound comparison. I'm not joking, this blew it out the water, and I thought, bloody hell, am I hearing things here? Is this right? So I googled it. Well, I went on YouTube. There's one guy on YouTube, Olaf, I think his name is. I think he's from Germany. Anyway, I'm subscribed to his channel. He does amazing A/B testing of speakers. What he does is he's got a website with all of the different speakers that he's tested. You put the speaker you're thinking of buying on one side, and you put another speaker, whatever you're familiar with, on another, and you can sort of A/B test the sound quality, and he does YouTube reviews as well. Anyway, he has got a few videos up with this SoundBox XL. The first one, he compares it with the JBL Charge 3, I think, which is about twice the price. It had the same results as me. It just sounded massively better.
You really get some stereo imaging here. The Charge 3 sounds somehow broken here.
And he was blown away just like I was. And in the comments, loads of people said, why are you comparing it to the JBL Charge? You should be comparing it to pretty much audiophile quality Bluetooth speakers, like $400 or $500 worth. Anyway, he was so passionate about the product, he made another video where he did compare it to those $400 or $500 speakers, and it still held its ground.
Listen to that bass. Oslo. It doesn't have this deepness. It sounds maybe slightly smoother overall, but yeah, keep in mind the price difference, $500 or something against 90.
So I'm not the only one that thinks it. What I'm going to do is leave links in the description to Olafs I Be Testing and his review videos. So chances are, if you've been searching for the SoundBox XL, you've probably already watched his. Anyway, if you haven't, then I'm pleased that you found me first. Oh guys, if you're in the UK, for whatever reason, I checked the price today and it was like 200 odd quid. In the US on Amazon it's $79.99. So I don't know if they do overseas shipping, but if you're thinking about getting one of these, you're probably better off buying it from Amazon.com and paying the shipping cost to get it over here rather than paying 200 odd quid. But there will be links in the description that will take you to your local Amazon, so check the price, because it might have just been a little blip and it might go back down to, I don't know, 60 or 70 quid. There'll be a full website review on gadgetviper.com. If you've got any questions about this Bluetooth speaker, let me know in the comments below. As always guys, have a great day, and I'll see you soon.